Alright, so let's review the trend cycle because it seems that there are some people that are confused on how it works. The life cycle of a fashion trend spans over about a 15 to 20 year time, although you can argue the fact that social media is shortening the lifespan of a trend, but still generally I'd say about 15 years is a pretty good time frame. Now, how does a fashion trend get started? Well, in the introduction of a fashion trend, usually in the beginning stages, trends are either built out of necessity or they are built out of rebellion. Most of the time these days, however, it is the rebellion that starts a fashion trend. So for example, we'd been seeing skinny jeans literally since like 2003 come into maturity, and then we started to see the decline in about 2016 or so. And essentially what happened was fashion designers, fashion houses, and tastemakers started to rebel against this look and started moving towards wider, baggier silhouettes to look interesting and to bring about something new. Then what happened was, with the increase of this popularity, fashion aficionados, models, and bloggers started really getting into this kind of look and further popularized it even more. We are now starting to reach the peak, if not have already reached the peak of baggier pants, and we're going to start to see the fall off real soon, a lot sooner than people think. And basically, in the last video that I posted in response to the comment that we saw in the beginning of this video, I was predicting the trends that are now in that introduction or even in that increased stage. So people in the fashion industry, yes, they know about it. It is already happening, sure, but it has not reached pedestrian fashion. And the moment that it reaches that pedestrian level, that is when you know a trend has peaked. That is when you know that a trend is trending, because theoretically the trend is not trending until it reaches the streets. So sure, in response to the comment, you might know that this is going on and you might wear all this stuff and you might have been wearing all this stuff for a while, but if you ask the layman's person, just a regular normal guy, chances are he wouldn't wear any of the things yet that I spoke about in the last video. Now, going back to the trend cycle, what ends up happening after it reaches fast fashion houses and starts reaching media like TV shows and movies and stuff like that, that's when things become oversaturated, and that's when a rebellious attitude starts to come about and the trend starts to cycle all over again. The decline of whatever is trending at that point starts to spark something new, completely on the opposite side of the fashion spectrum. So, in conclusion, all I'm trying to say is the fashion trend is a lot more nuanced than people think.